Welcome to Longshot. I'm going to walk you through our art demo here to give you a breakdown on what we're looking to do and what the style is that we tried to pull off. As you can see from this look, we were really hoping to get a stylized, cel-shaded look that really would appeal to core PC gamers. And so I'm going to walk you through some of our thoughts and ideas around this. The world of Longshot itself is meant to be very dynamic. It's sort of always right before a thunderstorm. And so we really liked that idea and kind of what it set up in the environment. It gives the environment sort of a darker look, which gives good contrast compared to the actual spells and elemental magic that you'll see throughout this. And so one of the things that we really focused on was the elemental magic itself and how that elemental magic would actually look. So you can see on both the lightning gauntlet that she's wearing as well as the fire in that torch that we do a lot to really give that a hand-drawn feel. So we actually do some things like locking the actual textures to running at 30 FPS and dropping some of the frames to give that a good feeling of really standing out and being something that we thought would be very unique. The other piece we do to really provide this sort of painterly style is we work with a shader that you can see off in the distance on those trees that actually combines the bitmaps, the colors in the bitmaps to actually make brushstrokes. And those brushstrokes end up resolving into full detail as you move closer, but it sets up this very interesting look as you walk into these actual trees and start to look at them. And you can really get a feel for that when we get up to the top of this hill. You start to see some of these trees that look like they don't have much detail actually resolve in with lots of their leaves intact. And that's something that we really liked and something that we thought was really cool. Like if you look at those trees out in the distance there, you can see that again. And so that style itself we felt would set up really good contrast to the actual elemental combat, which is something that we wanted to really nail the aspiration for. So we have, the characters themselves actually being very athletic. They sort of hurl fireballs, they sprint, they jump. And so it's a very active feeling game. And so if we look, this is one of the attacks. So we have a ground targeted spell, it's a lightning storm. And this spell itself, to get a sense of the actual look and feel we're going for here, is we really try to make that attack, the actual effects, feel like they really fit in the world and that it's shaded and it has this very strong, very powerful look. And that was something that we felt was really important when we were trying to make this style really feel different and kind of appeal to people who really want to have that magical combat. And the last little bit I'll sort of leave you with here is the overall look of that shader. So if you look out in the distance there, you can see that this has sort of the painterly style. It picks up some of the wind that you see going through the trees, but it sets up a very interesting backdrop to have these like big magical battles. And so you can imagine a fight happening, on that bridge out in the distance, and you'd see the lightning crashing and the fire flying and all of those things happening at once on this cool background that obviously loses detail when you're far away, but gains a lot of detail when you're up close, so giving a good texture and even a little bit of mystery to the world.